to Charlottesville, home of the University of Virginia and the Cavaliers, where around here they say learning never ends. They hope to teach a lesson in this one. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouses.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
The #1 objective for a defense is always to make them one-dimensional, to try to put them in predictable situations. Out the gate, this kind of rain, you think they won't throw the ball very much. Well, they might not now. First possession, INT, defense definitely starting off with a bang.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback adapting. Lost, the defense is wide open. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Northwestern wants to go quickly. Wide receiver shows motion. Leaves it with the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Calls his own number. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on second and goal? A run for the quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Off play action. Looking left. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
What a beautiful throw and catch. And I'll tell you, sometimes when you're throwing the go route, you can overanalyze things and think, what coverage do we want it against? What matchup are we looking for? But if I've got a guy outside that I know can go make a play, I don't care. I'm throwing it up, and
He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Cavalier.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass, this quarterback getting a little bit of confidence, this passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, the ground game. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Now on the option. He'll toss him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3 as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the option. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Hits the spin cycle. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
To the ground with the back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. A first down run on the doorstep.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
And got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The play action fake. Pocket starts to collapse. Got a man. It's McCray. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. Inside the 40. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Northwestern right back to the line.
I'll tell you what, dude. In today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He's looking to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he's got it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Northwestern!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where the...
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. He's got it for the 2. Found his man on the fake, and they take the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. 1st down from the 43. Trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Razor. Set. Hot.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
He'll field the punt and look for room. And the returner will be knocked down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback will keep it. Can't get him to the ground. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Defense going to call a timeout here and give the kicker a little something to think about. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Cavaliers will kick it off to start the second half. Going for the return. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man down the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Northwestern wants to go quickly. The back goes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. they'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes his connection. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got him, and they convert. Open space at the 25. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And the Cavaliers have this offense rolling. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Running the red zone, it's Brown. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives drives a lot. Whether it's third and long or third and inch, you just have to go execute. They do it.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
Quickly complete. And they will score. Touchdown, Cavaliers. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
325.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. So a drive there of 82 yards. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Looking to move it through the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Just goes right through the wicket, brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab down the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive. To understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Brown has it. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
Northwestern 25, Virginia 22.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback will audible. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down.
All kinds of running room. He was off to the races, and they finally get him down at the 5-yard line.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Wide out in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical?
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive.
And he intercepts it.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Out of the gun, the running back has it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Now improvising. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Takes it the other way. And after the interception, the nifty return gets it back inside the 45-yard line.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this one.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
You got to like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. They'll put the tight end in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Setting up the screen. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
42 Spider. Hustle.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Coming after it. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dream you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were